What is going on, YouTube world? I'm your brother Reza, and this is KRT LYFE. KRT LYFE with the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that. And in today's vlog, we're going to be wrenching on this 2017 G63 G Wagon. We wrenching again. Woo! Check it out. Coming up next. And we are finally back wrenching, not in the parking deck, but we're wrenching in the garage because we're no longer in the parking deck anymore. And today we have a really cool vehicle to wrench on. This right here is a 2017 G63. It's a friend of mine's, and the other day I was meeting up with my friend and I noticed that her hood wasn't latching properly, and I was like, you know, I think I can fix that. So in this vlog, we're gonna go ahead and try to fix that. Now, fixing these hoods and a lot of these different things on the front end of G Wagons is pretty simple, knock on wood. A lot of this stuff comes off relatively easy, and we're gonna go ahead and dig into it. So let me give y'all a better view of what's going on here. So this piece right here, which is the actual hood latch piece, was missing the screws that go into it, and this part right here was just flapping around, and you weren't able to unlatch the hood because the cable guides were not locked into these two little pieces that hold the cables together, well, the outer rim of the cable together. So when you would try to open or close the hood, you couldn't close it, and when you tried to open it, since the cables weren't attached, it was just pulling through and it wasn't letting the whole hood unlatch. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fix that. We're gonna put this back in place. I went and got some screws. When I got the screws for it from the Mercedes dealership, but doing this is a little bit harder. Well, not really hard, but you got to remove some things. You got to remove this brush guard right here. You have to remove these little plastic light covers, and you have to remove the plastic grill off of these G Wagons when you're doing this job, because that's the only way to get access to this piece that we're about to get access to. So let me go ahead and show y'all real quick. All right, so since this part is already missing, all I got to do is take this little plastic thing right here and just pull it like that. That is how you can go ahead and open up your hood once these one of these little things are missing. Now you can see a little bit better here the part that I'm talking about. So this is supposed to go under or inside of this piece right here, and then this piece latches onto this. Well, actually it goes this way, and then the other piece of this that you can't see that's in here latches onto this piece, and that keeps it's one cable. It's one cable that goes all the way from the dash all the way under the car here, and then over there to the other one, and then unlatches. So let's go ahead and make sure we have the right screws first of all, because the screws look different on that side than this side. And of course the dealership sold me the wrong screws. They do not fit. So now I got to go up to the dealership and go get the right screws, and then we can do this job. Alright, so first thing that I did was I used this, what is this, a T20. I used a T20 to loosen up the two screws that hold the little decorative plastic piece for the headlights in. So this part right here is loose. And now I'm going to do the same thing on that side, and I'm going to take these screws across the top of loose and hopefully be able to pull this plastic grill cover or radiator cover off. So here we go. Alright, so now if you look in here, you can see I have a decent amount of room to get where I'm trying to get to fix this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this all the way off so I don't have to bend my hand up too much to get in there and fix this little issue. Alright, so I was trying to figure out a way to do this without pulling the grill off. I mean, not the grill, but brush guard. There's literally, I couldn't figure out a way to do it. So the brush guard goes on with these super long screws right here that go up through the bottom of the bumper and then through here. I took them off, 1 and 2, and now I should be able to lean this out a little bit more so I can reach in here and finally reconnect this piece, because it was almost impossible to do it with everything attached. So let's see where I get now. All right, so here's something else I learned. Trying to get this hose out of this front radiator cover is not gonna happen, because there's no way to pull those that hose out without disconnecting it right there and then pulling it all the way through that way. So it seems like the best bet is just to lay everything out the way that I have right here. All right, let's see where we get from here. I should be able to finally reach my hand up in here like this and fix this. So here we go. You want to make sure you put this thing with the arrow facing that way, because that's the way that the cable pulls. Now let's see if I can reach up under here, grab this piece, and slide it into the thing. Man, I just wrestled this thing back in. It was not easy. Oh boy, this is one of the easiest, hardest jobs I think I ever have done in my whole YouTubing. All right, now I can finally go ahead and screw these screws back in. Jeez, that was just unnecessarily brutal. Tighten that side down, tighten this one down. I can give it a quick test. Y'all, when I tell y'all that made no sense how hard that was. That was much harder than anticipated. I hope this thing lines up. It looks like the hook for the closure is off now as well. Might need to line that back up. We're gonna see. All right, let's see if this thing closes. Yeah, it looks like it's off. All right, so originally it wouldn't close. I had to adjust this little striker right here. I guess it's called a striker hook or pin or something like that. Let's see if it closes now. Oh man, it closed. Thank God. Whew. Finally. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, let me make sure it opens. All right, please work. Oh, thank God. All right, now I just got to put all of this together. Got to put it all back together now. Man, that was a bit harder than I thought. All right, y'all. Only thing that's left is to put it back together. So here we go. Time lapse. All right, she's coming back together. Now all I gotta do is use my 18 millimeter and these super long screws to put the brush guard back in, and then give it a test drive. All right, y'all, moment of truth. Sorry, this vlog got kind of crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up. Hopefully we get no errors. Hopefully everything works properly. Let's see. All right, no errors, yay! Now back it up a little bit. All right, now we're gonna pop the hood. Hey, look at that. The hood popped. Woo! And now we're gonna close the hood. And now we go for a test drive. All right, no errors. The hood is locked down. Win, win, win. The truck is not ours. We must give it back to its owner, okay?
But that was fun.
Inshallah. All right, y'all, I just finished up fixing this hood latch on this 2017 G63. And I have learned some things about this G63 that's different than the older W463s, like the one that I had. For instance, the brush guard comes off a lot easier on these. To get the brush guard off, I used this here 18 millimeter socket with an extension, and you just reach up under here and you're going to find a little screw under there. I think you can see it right there, and you get that out, and that gets the brush guard out. That's one of the things you got to do this job. The other thing you got to do this job is take these 1, 2, 3, 4 screws out. To get those screws out, you'll use this right here, which is a, what does it say? What does it say, man? It's a T27. Take this T27, take these screws out. That'll get this little radiator cover plastic bit off. And then the other piece that you need to get this off is a T25, this right here. You just take this little T25 and put it in these holes, and then you can take this plastic off. And then you can get to all the pieces that you need to get to finish this job. It was a little bit harder than I thought, but we finally got it right. And all right, y'all, we are done with this 2017 G63. I'm your brother Reza, KRT LYFE, KRT LYFE the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that. And hopefully this entire video or portions of this video help you with stuff on the front end of your G Wagon, whether you're trying to remove the brush guard or whether you're trying to service your lights or do whatever you might be trying to do or fix your hood. Hopefully some parts of this video help. All right, see y'all in the next video. Peace.
ملقية شرفها متيزتيو مرلي مقعد وذاك تالو